Howdy there, I'm Joe and welcome to my 6th video. Today I bring you a perfect run of the combat race event in Tier III of Radial-G, Racing Revolved on PSVR. The last trophy in and my review of the game. Developed by Tameka Games, it's an ancient game by VR standards and launched almost 4.5 years ago on PC and nearly 3 years ago on PSVR. It currently retails for €15 in the PlayStation Store and only €8 on Steam, or the equivalence of that in your region, I guess. Radial-G is a futuristic racer and can best be described as a mixture of Wipeout and F-Zero X. You're racing on mostly tubular tracks at breakneck speeds in excess of 900 km per hour, and you can pick up weapons in certain race types and wreak havoc on your rivals. There's a total of 9 racetracks and you can choose from 7 vehicles. The arguably best one, Hellfire, needs to be unlocked in multiplayer. You'll be facing 3 difficulty tiers with 6 events each, most of them being just a single race, so all in all, Radial-G is somewhat light on content, but Tier III is difficult enough to roadblock you for a while. All in all, finishing the game should take about 10 hours or so, and you will be spending another 10 hours grinding out the last trophy should you decide to do so. I can't really tell as I played it for a while back in the day, then got steamrolled by a bunch of other games shortly after, and picked it up just recently again to finally finish it. I was amazed at how well this game still holds up today, so I decided to make this video. I think it did receive decent coverage when it was new, but I also feel this is a hidden gem of sorts, as when browsing through the leaderboards I learned that only a good 12,000 people bought this for PSVR. Considering that there are 5 to 6 million PSVR headsets out there by now, I think this racer qualifies as underappreciated. So you have a couple of championships comprised of a few different racetracks each, then there's normal races and combat races, hot laps which are basically time attacks, rival races where you need to beat a certain opponent, eliminator races where you have to be in a certain position by the end of each lap or you'll blow up, and a death race, which I think is one crash and it's game over, can't tell for sure now. But yeah, you get the idea and that's about it, that's the campaign for you. A little boost at the start there. Works just like in F-Zero X, you trade off armor energy for boosts, so it's a risk and reward type of thing. This weapon takes out the sometimes static, sometimes revolving red barriers that slow you down, and also brings rivals in front of you to a halt. But its range is of course limited. And it deactivates the boost fields in its path too. Damn it! Some schmuck fired the 360 mines that wrap around the entire tube and cover a distance of a few hundred meters or so. They're tough to avoid and slow you down. Dropped a nice little bump on the track there as revenge. And here we have the energy replenishing fields that are located sporadically on each track. Pretty much another standard trope for this type of racing game. Brilliant. Just drove right into it. Seems like some clown just fired a random missile there. Yeah, first place, that's what I'm talking about. Guess not anymore. Let's see if that machine gun comes in handy once I close in on that idiot that just had the audacity to overtake me. Oh, come on! Seriously? I was nowhere near that thing. Son of a... Nice! That wasn't him.
Oh, right. Another dude snuck past me and I was in third, actually.
Avoiding the left side as there's a freaking bump on the track. Gotcha! Back in first position again. Should be smooth sailing from here. Yep. A rocky but solid performance. Good enough for our first win. Well, the first race in this event is a pretty mellow affair anyway, and the racetrack layout shouldn't shock anyone. This is pretty much my favorite racetrack in the game. It's just too bad my favorite music track wasn't playing during this particular round too. Every racetrack has like 3 different songs that can randomly play. So yeah, well, bad luck I guess. But fear not, you're not missing out as I've made a bonus video on that song, so check it out. And we're already in the lead. Oh no! Someone must have hit me with a missile. Darn! Back in the lead. Piece of cake. No one in front of me, so let's just get rid of it. This race is a shoo-in anyway at this point. Of course, we're already done.
Warning.
Nice, on to race number 3. Deja vu. Taken out by a missile again and dropping to 7th place. Wow. Quite the uphill battle right from the start, this one. Damn it! Thanks for blowing up a rival, mate.
Did he crash it?
What? Again? Oh, come on. Spawned right into that gap of doom again. Brilliant. I just love it when this happens. This is not looking good. Luckily, they hit the brake in the corners of this section like the Titanic the iceberg and also tend to fall off all the time. So let's make up some lost ground.
Gotta go fast.
Stupid barrier. Die already! Damn it! Again, right into the barrier, and I didn't smoke that guy. This is all wrong. Seriously, I have no idea how I'm in 3rd place after the abysmal performance so far, but let's run with it.
The others must be killing the living daylights out of each other while I suck at racing. Okay, we're in second now after the passing maneuver, but the race is almost over. Okay. A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. I guess I must have overtaken the dude in first place right after the one in second place. He must have been below me on the other side of the tube or something. Whatever, on to the last race.
The last track is really easy, so I expect an easy win. We can't afford another near debacle like in the previous stage. So long, sucker! Not enough ammo for another one, sadly. And first. Yeah, I think we got this. Damn! I hope I didn't jinx it just now. All too easy. Lame! Oh, come on. Just give up already, guys, will ya? Dropping some bombs for my friends. Last lap. This is it, let's go! Nice little minefield there. And now it's 4 bombs cluttering the track. Somebody's bound to crash into them.
Now this is pod racing.
Warning.
Maximum points, winning by a mile, feeling good. What else can you ask from a game? Oh, and this is me, by the way. That's right, I'm a 13-year-old girl without a head.
No, seriously, the scaling when you look at your avatar is quite off. The character looks really small.
So yeah, when I did this run I went up to level 21. But you need to reach level 30 for the last trophy, which only a few people seem to have ever bothered with. Like I said in the beginning, it's an unnecessary and tedious grind long after you've finished the rest of the game and won everything there is to win. But of course I pulled through and got my well-earned silver trophy. That's right, sadly no platinum in this game. At least you can see it pop. But the footage is captured so poorly, you can't see the gauge actually reach level 30. Oh well, let's not dwell on this too much and move on to my score for this game. Oh, and about that super famous sound effect you just heard. I made a teeny tiny video on that as well, as I discovered a pretty interesting coincidence with that. Be sure to check it out. So on to the scorecard. I give this game... wait for it... 3.5 out of 5 revolving racers. The action is frantic but fair for the most part, and it's usually your fault if you crash and burn or finish in last place. The controls with the DualShock 4 are spot on, and the soundtrack fits the action like a glove. So much so, that the, in my opinion, best music track from the game even inspired me to make a little music video, as mentioned earlier. So go and check that one out too. It's a VR game from 2016, when many developers were kinda still learning the ropes. But this is still very much worthwhile in 2020 and beyond. The graphics aren't super detailed, so don't expect Wipeout Omega VR, but competent enough for sure to get the job done, and the frame rate never falters in the slightest. And the sheer speed at times when you hit a few boost fields in short succession, combined with the fact you're racing on tubes in 360 degrees for the most part, isn't something for the faint of heart or the easily motion sick. It actually can blow your socks off, so race at your own discretion. Basically, once you get inside that cockpit, you're in for one hell of a ride. And that's a wrap. Hope to see you around on this channel, and have a great day. Joe, signing off.